Hi, this is Vijay, and you're watching Focus and Blur channel. Now, we are starting a series in which we will be analyzing different companies from the Indian share market. Now, the first company is Zomato. Now, in this video, we are not going to analyze the share price as such, but we are going to analyze the company itself. So, we'll discuss various aspects of the company, what future may hold, what are the pros and cons, of course. And essentially, by the end of this video, you should be able to figure out whether this company is investable or not. So let's start. First of all, we have to see whether the company satisfies different criteria that we had mentioned in our previous videos. Now, the first one was Lambi Race Ka Ghoda, meaning does the company have long-term future? And I do not see any red flags as such. I do believe that the Zomato will be around even after 5 years. Again, that's an opinion, but I don't see any red flags. The second criterion was, does the company belong to the top two companies of that sector? And here we see that Zomato is actually the market leader and by a substantial amount. So I do not see any issue there. The third criterion was, does it have enough moat around it? And just imagine this, right? If you want to start another company that is going to compete against Zomato and Swiggy, it is going to take huge amounts of investment, and I would say the returns are not that assured. So I would definitely say that Zomato has enough moat around it. Now, the fourth criterion was, is it innovative? Now, I do believe that eventually Zomato or Zomato app may hit the limit on innovation, but they are co-opting innovation. What do I mean by that? If you're not able to innovate by yourself, it's better to buy the innovation, right? So they have bought Blinkit. Now, Blinkit is a market leader in its sector. It's a quick commerce company, and its revenue is rising by a huge margin every year. And by some estimates, its revenue is going to surpass Zomato's revenue by 2030. So I would say that they are doing okay in innovation field as such. Now let's see some pros and cons. Now, first of all, we have to understand that this model will survive till there are enough number of people who are willing to pay a bit extra for the delivery service. And also there are enough number of people who are willing to pick up the product and do the delivery. So we need both sets of people. And it's possible that the delivery fee may rise a bit. It may affect the revenue. But I do not believe that this is an existential threat as such. So I do believe that this model will be able to survive for at least next 3 4 years. Now we do see that the Blinkit's revenue has increased year over year, and that has attracted some competition, especially from Amazon. So Amazon will be entering this field, and Blinkit has already competitors such as Instamart and Zepto. But it also has support from Zomato. For example, when you download Blinkit app, it can get its information from Zomato app, so you don't have to type in much. Also, there are some other avenues which Blinkit is exploring. For example, Blinkit is starting something called Blinkit Bistro, where you can get small food items in 10 minutes. Now, how is it different from Zomato? Now, in case of Zomato, we want to order from a particular restaurant. Now, in case of Bistro, we don't really care from where we are getting these small food items. So we just want those food items quickly. For example, let's say tea, samosa, or vada pav. So in this case, Blinkit is going head to head against our neighborhood tea stalls or vada pav stalls as such. Now, my feeling is eventually Blinkit may allow third-party sellers to sell on their app because I think it may need huge amounts of investment if it wants to go in all these verticals which are currently present in our neighborhoods. Now, there is one interesting aspect of this app and its stickiness. Now, let me explain. So, let's say you order 10 kgs of rice per month using this app, 12 eggs every 2 weeks, something like that. So now Blinkit knows about your food ordering habits. Now, eventually, Blinkit can suggest a grocery list for you. So you need not even make a grocery list. Blinkit will suggest one for you. All you have to do is just press yes, and then it will place the order and food will arrive. So as you can see that then Blinkit may nudge you in healthier direction. It may suggest, oh, why don't you order some leafy vegetables along with this? So this can continue. Essentially, it will try to create an ecosystem for you where whatever you want essentially for this month, it can order that for you. So can anything go wrong here? Right. First of all, we have to be always aware that government regulations can play a role. So, for example, if you go to Goa, you will not be able to find Ola or Uber cabs. Similarly, if government thinks that these quick commerce apps are affecting neighborhood stores and they should be banned, then that could be a really big hurdle. Um, the second aspect I would say is if Blinkit decides to go against Amazon, uh, I think that might be a bridge too far, at least for now. When Amazon and Flipkart were the major e-commerce companies, I always felt a bit sad that there was no Indian company left in this field. But as many times happens in freedom capitalism, another company pops up, and in this case, not just one, but many Indian companies have popped up, and they aren't directly taking on Amazon or Flipkart as such, but they are going via a different route. Eventually, if they become strong enough, they may feel like expanding in Amazon's e-commerce territory. It's possible. But at least for now, I hope that they concentrate on their core areas and just focus and execute their plan. Now, as years pass by and let's say Blinkit's revenue surpasses Zomato's revenue, there could be some internal strife regarding who is the boss, right? So, but as of now, everything looks okay. Blinkit may buy another company tomorrow, who knows? So that's my analysis for Zomato plus Blinkit. Again, I say that I'm not a government approved investment advisor. In full disclosure, I do own shares of Zomato as of today. Now, I may sell or buy shares tomorrow. Again, I'm not suggesting that you should buy or sell Zomato shares. All I'm trying to do with this video is just to lay out my thought process. If you like this video, then do share and subscribe. You're watching Focus and Blur channel. Thanks.